Learning to use my heart this way. My love for you. Learning to use my heart this way. My love for you. Listen, baby, I'm still icy. Heart don't work cause my ex so shicey. Listen, baby, I'm still icy. Heart don't work cause my ex so shicey. Listen, baby, I'm still icy. Heart don't work cause my ex so shicey. Listen, baby, I'm still icy. Heart don't work cause my ex so shicey. Learning to use my heart this way. My love for you. Learning to use my heart this way. My love for you. Baby, I'm the Tin Man, Iceman. I'm the Tin Man, Iceman. I'm the Tin Man, Iceman, baby. Baby, I'm the Tin Man, Iceman. I'm the Tin Man, Iceman. I'm the Tin Man, Iceman, baby. Learning to use my heart this way. My love for you. Learning to use my heart this way. My love for you. Listen, baby, I'm still icy. Heart don't work cause my ex so shicey. Listen, baby, I'm still icy. Heart don't work cause my ex so shicey. Listen, baby, I'm still icy. Heart don't work cause my ex so shicey. Listen, baby, I'm still icy. Heart don't work cause my ex so shicey. Learning to use my heart this way. My love for you. Learning to use my heart this way. My love for you. Baby, I'm the Tin Man, Iceman. I'm the Tin Man, Iceman. I'm the Tin Man, Iceman, baby. Baby, I'm the Tin Man, Iceman. I'm the Tin Man, Iceman. I'm the Tin Man, Iceman, baby. Learning to use my heart this way. My love for you. Learning to use my heart this way. My love for you. Listen, baby, I'm still icy. Heart don't work cause my ex so shicey. Listen, baby, I'm still icy. Heart don't work cause my ex so shicey. Listen, baby, I'm still icy. Heart don't work cause my ex so shicey. Listen, baby, I'm still icy. Heart don't work cause my ex so shicey. Learning to use my heart this way. My love for you. Learning to use my heart this way. My love for you. Baby, I'm the Tin Man, Iceman. I'm the Tin Man, Iceman. I'm the Tin Man, Iceman, baby. Baby, I'm the Tin Man, Iceman. I'm the Tin Man, Iceman. I'm the Tin Man, Iceman, baby. to use my heart this way. My love for you. I'm still learning to use my heart this way. My love for you. Listen, baby, I'm still icy. Heart don't work cause my ex so shicey. Listen, baby, I'm still icy. Heart don't work cause my ex so shicey. Listen, baby, I'm still icy. Heart don't work cause my ex so shicey. Listen, baby, I'm still icy. Heart don't work cause my ex so shicey. Learning to use my heart this way. My love for you. Learning to use my heart this way. My love for you. Baby, I'm the Tin Man, Iceman. I'm the Tin Man, Iceman. I'm the Tin Man, Iceman, baby. Baby, I'm the Tin Man, Iceman. I'm the Tin Man, Iceman. I'm the Tin Man, Iceman, baby. Learning to use my heart this way. My love for you. I'm still learning to use my heart this way. My love for you. Listen, baby, I'm still icy. Heart don't work cause my ex so shicey. Listen, baby, I'm still icy. Heart don't work cause my ex so shicey. Listen, baby, I'm still icy. Heart don't work cause my ex so shicey. Listen, baby, I'm still icy. Heart don't work cause my ex so shicey. Learning to use my heart this way. My love for you. Learning to use my heart this way. My love for you. Baby, I'm the Tin Man, Iceman. I'm the Tin Man. Iceman, I'm the
So we are live. So this is your boy Post. You're now tuned in to hoodactionnews.com. We got a couple news stories today. Now I'm going to start you off with what's going on in Venezuela. So US military bomb drug carrying boat cartel. So drug carrying boat from Venezuela. So long story short, the military bombed a drug boat. So let's take a look at that. So the military bombs a drug boat. So let's take a look at this right here. So now I'm gonna pose a question to you. Is Donald Trump playing with y'all? So is Donald Trump playing with y'all? So let's see what's going on here. Now, this is one of those things I think that anybody in the, you know, any president would have done this. So this is actually one of those things that I think any president would have hands in this because this is so close to us. But long story short, let's take a look at this video. So this is the drug boat. Now watch this. Bow. So listen, Donald Trump is not playing with y'all. Now, I'm pretty
We
sure
just,
this was to send a
over the
message.
last few minutes, literally shot out.
So I'm pretty sure that was to send a message. I'm gonna play that one more time. So when it comes to this drug cartel thing, Donald Trump is not playing with y'all. Now, this is one of those foreign policies where I actually agree with because I'm in Philadelphia. It's all the fentanyl, everything, every drug in the world here, right? So I'm pretty sure some of that drug comes in on little boats like that. You know what I mean? Damn. Now I don't know what kind of missile that was, but that's the end of that boat.
We just, over the last few minutes, literally shot out a boat, a drug carrying boat, a lot of drugs in that boat. And you'll be seeing that and you'll be reading about that. It just happened moments ago. And our great general, head of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, who's been so uh, incredible, including what took place in Iran, knocking out potential nuclear power for a long time to come. I think within a month they would have had it. We didn't do what we did. But he gave us a little bit of a briefing, and you'll see. And there's more where that came from. We have a lot of drugs pouring into our country, coming in for a long time. And we just, these came out of Venezuela and coming out very heavily from Venezuela. A lot of things are coming out of Venezuela. So we took it out, and you'll get to see that after this meeting is over. Do you have any questions, please? Yeah, please.
Senator Cumberville talked about the cost savings
Yeah.
associated with this announcement. Can you
So listen, that boat. Now I mean, it's plain and simple. From what it looks like, now that was the first example, right? It's always going to be an example. From that first example, it looks like dead or alive. So let me put this boat back on the screen. So listen. So they're calling this a narco terrorist. Now, I do want to go into another video. So the Venezuela leader, right? The rhetoric that he's talking, let's just say this. If you're asking yourself, well, why did the United States shoot this boat out? Now I'm going to show you in a couple seconds, I'm going to show you the rhetoric from the Venezuelan leader and why Donald Trump just said, you know what? Shoot him down. So I'm gonna show you what my man was actually talking about. I think his name is Maduro. Maduro. So let me try to find him. So listen, let's watch this video. So if you're sitting here, if you're sitting here, so if you're sitting here actually wondering, like, why did we shoot a boat out? Like, this is not right. Human life is viable. So I want you to hear how Maduro, whatever this dude's name in Venezuela, how he's talking. Yeah, Maduro. Let's hear how greasy Maduro is talking.
Ships were sent there to combat Latin American drug cartels. President Trump announcing tonight a hit against a drug vessel that departed from Venezuela, targeting the gang Tren de Agua, killing 11 people. Here's Cristina Vasquez.
Tonight, tensions between Venezuela and the United States are escalating.
Over the last few minutes, literally shot out a drug carrying boat, a lot of drugs in that boat.
Just hours ago, the president said the U.S. military conducted a precision strike against a drug carrying boat leaving Venezuela.
And there's more where that came from.
As a spokesperson for the U.S. Navy tells World News, several guided missile destroyers, ships, and more than 4,500 sailors and Marines dispatched to the Caribbean Sea, with an eighth ship on approach at this hour, a marvel of maritime force near the waters of Venezuela with weapons
apuntan a Venezuela.
pointed right at Venezuela, claimed its dictator Nicolas Maduro in a Monday news conference that took aim at America's top diplomat, Marco Rubio.
Mr. President, Donald Trump,
telling the president he better be careful. His Secretary of State,
Marco Rubio, quiere manchar sus manos de sangre.
will stain his hands with blood, following an event this morning in Coral Gables.
Secretary Rubio, any thoughts on Maduro's recent comments?
Rubio dodging an invitation from World News to respond, days after meeting with U.S. Southern Command leaders to discuss security in Latin America and the Caribbean.
We have a lot of drugs pouring into our country, coming out very heavily from Venezuela. A lot of things are coming out of Venezuela.
The White House has positioned this deployment as part of the president's crackdown on drug cartels, describing Maduro as the head of a narco-terror criminal organization.
He has shed the blood of his people to stay in power. Statements by Maduro are just a sign of the fear he has that justice will have its day.
Dr. Orlando Gutierrez Boronat, a leader in South Florida's Cuban exile community who advocates for freedom across the Western Hemisphere, said in his view, restoring democracy in Venezuela could stem the flow of millions seeking refuge here in the United States.
And this pressure and this support being placed on that regime is a godsend for the Venezuelan people.
Meantime, Nicolas Maduro has vowed to fight back against what he perceives as the start of a U.S. attempt at regime change. Louis?
So listen, long story short, they're gonna have to take my man out. So, just to cut to the chase, Maduro is talking greasy. Let me put him back up on the screen. Because this is the man we're talking about. Let me put him back. Let me find him. Let me find a little not Rubio, this man right here. So Maduro, the man I have on the screen right now, Donald Trump just sent the military in to wipe out one of the drug boats coming from Venezuela. So this guy, Maduro, is the head of the operation. Now, 1000% that Maduro is head of the operation in Venezuela, and 1000% that he's running everything because of how greasy he's talking. He's sending threats to us, telling we better watch out because we're going to have blood on our hands. Now, if you ask me, Maduro's got 24 hours to live because Venezuela is too close to the United States for this dude to be talking greasy like that. So they're already shooting out drug boats, but now I want to see what Maduro's going to do about it. But I don't think there's too much you can do about it. Venezuela is not but so big, my man. But this guy is head of the cartels, and he's basically so in these Latin American countries, the drug cartels obviously control whoever's president or running the country. So, I mean, it's a common sense thing. But now, this guy is talking so greasy that it's going to be easy to wipe my man out. So, he's talking so greasy, wiping him out is going to be easy. You know what I mean? So I think he got 24 hours to live. You know what I mean? Maybe 48 hours like Nick Nolte. But I think Maduro's got like, you talking greasy like that. Trump is already trigger happy. You talking greasy like that. You know what I mean? And I like that bomb that I looked at, that wasn't even a B-2 bomber. I think that might have been from a helicopter or something. You know what I mean? He's sending the Fisher Price stuff to take him out. So yeah, I think Trump sending the Fisher Price stuff to take this guy out. So I don't know if you want to talk greasy, Maduro. But now 1000%, it's a lot of cartel members in the United States. But I don't know if you want that type of work, Maduro. Because this is not Joe Biden in here. You know what I mean? And the way this guy is talking, now this guy, Trump already put a bounty out and a reward for this guy, right? And the way this guy is talking back to the United States is giving me Saddam Hussein vibes. So Maduro in this situation is giving me Saddam Hussein vibes. So like I said, I think my man has got 48 hours to live like Nick Nolte. You know what I mean? Say my man got 48 hours. So let's move on. Let's go over to Houston. Plano ATM cash trap suspect arrested near Houston. So let's find out what happened with this Texas ATM.
Cash machine that customers thought was malfunctioning was actually tampered with by an international criminal. Officers discovered the rigged ATM after two victims lost hundreds of dollars. Fox 4's Alex Boyer has details about the arrest in the case. Hey, Alex.
Hey, Clarice, I can tell you that he is a Romanian national who is wanted by Hungarian and Canadian police on a slew of charges related to bank larceny as well as drug charges. And then we also found out that he's wanted in Maryland and now Texas, where he was ultimately arrested. This is the man Plano police say came up with a creative way to con people out of their hard-earned cash.
I was a forgery investigator for 32 years, and we'd never seen this before.
Officer Jerry Minton says Ionut Arel Iova, captured in this newly released bank surveillance video from July, committed what investigators call ATM cash trapping fraud.
It's fairly simple, but also sophisticated. The device had to be made individually for that brand of ATM machine.
Detectives say Iova installed a physical blocking device on an ATM at a bank off Preston Road to prevent cash from being dispensed to customers. Believing the ATM was malfunctioning, 2 victims left to report the issue. Iova was then seen on surveillance video returning to the same bank to remove the blocking device and collect the trapped currency, making off with nearly $1,000.
So when they left, the individual suspect came up, took the device off, took the cash, and drove off.
Iova was arrested in the Houston area on August 20th by Texas DPS troopers. Turns out he's wanted by several law enforcement agencies across the country and world.
We also found out that he had warrants out of Hungary for drug-related offenses, but he also had what was told to be 56 warrants out of Canada.
Super criminal.
Doing the same thing that he was caught doing here.
While this case has unusual characteristics, Plano police want to remind everyone to be cautious in general around cash machines. Inspect ATMs before use for unusual devices or modifications. Cover the entry of your PIN number. Report suspicious ATM activity immediately. Contact your bank and police promptly if an ATM withdrawal fails to dispense cash, and be aware that cash trapping devices can be difficult to detect immediately.
This was a new one for us. This is the first offense that I'm aware of in Plano.
Yo, so this dude was out there. This dude is out there killing y'all. Now, the cash trapping device. Maybe in the next couple of days, I'll do a couple of videos on the cash trapping device, because this guy is not the only person using a cash trapping device. They put it in the ATM, and what it does, the person before, just say you're like behind somebody in line, their money is just stuck there and they can't get it out, and the next person behind them that either has like the way to get the cash trapper out of there will have your money, and you'll have to escalate it with the bank. But there's a couple videos out there. You can look them up yourself. It's cash trapping device. So that's been going on. Like, so this is not the only case, but my man was definitely out here killing them. He's definitely out here killing them. So it's called a cash trapping device. Now let's go over to Austin, Texas. Now, let me see a video pop up. So let's go over to Austin, Texas. Now, I always hear a lot about Austin, Texas. I never really hear of any, crime happens everywhere, but I never really hear of any crime happening in Austin, Texas. Now, this says new details release in officer involved shooting. So what's going on in Austin, Texas? So we'll find out in a couple seconds to see what's going on in Austin, Texas.
Martinez, now in a sling, is being deemed a hero. He's the one in this video tackling the man with the gun as officers barged into the restaurant.
I struggle to think of an officer hit or you more seriously injured during that, but you did a fantastic job. So I want to thank you for your heroic efforts.
Austin Police Chief Lisa Davis says the Major Crime Suppression Unit was conducting an undercover operation at the time to arrest Raymond Howard.
They knew that he had a gun. They knew that he was dangerous. They knew that he was a methamphetamine user. They knew that he had a traffic pursuit the day earlier. and he had a motorcycle that was right outside the door on the sidewalk there, which I don't think you could see it in the video. Was he going to get on that, and what would that look like? So I think him being at the door, near the front of the door, knowing that there was one person inside the store, they felt it was best to take him into custody right there.
Chief Davis says Howard had a criminal history of burglary and possession. And early last month, Howard broke into several homes, burglarized them, even stole a gun. Then, the day before the shooting, he broke into a home with a gun while the homeowner was there.
Damn.
The next day, officers found him at the Thundercloud Subs on West Slaughter Lane.
They tell him, Austin police, get on the ground. He immediately goes back toward Mr. Martinez. He drops his phone. This is his phone here. Pulls the gun from his back right side of his waistband. So Mr. Martinez takes him into a hold and does a takedown of him. Again, at this point, he's pulled that gun right by him. And you could hear the first firearm that goes off is the shot that came from his gun.
Howard was shot and killed. Martinez was shot in the shoulder and is recovering.
Everyone involved in this incident, as mentioned earlier, acted swiftly, and that allowed me to be home safely. Thank you for your overall support.
Man, so it's going down in Austin, Texas. So places where you think it's not really a lot of crime at, I mean, it pretty much goes down like it goes down anywhere else. Because I remember maybe when I think of Austin, Texas, I think about all the technology and stuff like that. I didn't know there's a lot of super crime there. You know what I mean? But it's common sense that there's crime in every single state. So let's take a look at this next story. 2 men busted by YouTuber in Port Huron. So 2 men busted by YouTuber. Doing what? We will find out in a couple seconds. Now, I'm going to find out just like you're going to find out. Because these news stories, that's the whole point of doing this. Like, these news stories are new to me too. Now, unless it's an obvious headline, like a mass shooting or something like that. But this right here, I have no idea until I hit the play button.
Brutal murder of a Hazel Park mother and her 12-year-old son.
Fox News' Dave Spencer was there as the suspect was brought in by police and joined us live with more. And Dave, you were the only journalist on the street there. You talked to this guy for a minute.
I did. He didn't have much to say. We'll get to that in a minute. But this all happened at 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon on Labor Day. And early today, right 24 hours after that, is when we started to get wind that an arrest in this case was likely. So we made our way down here to the Hazel Park Police Department. And we noticed right around 8 o'clock is when other officers started gathering outside. We watched an SUV pull in with somebody in the back seat. That somebody had no shirt on. He had no shoes on. He was in handcuffs. And we watched him be taken into police custody. Anything you want to say to the Hill family at all? Anything at all? Anything about the family of a 12-year-old? Just silence from the suspect as he was led from the police car into the station, where he's now being processed in connection to a double homicide that happened Monday night. The victims here, 41-year-old Linda Hill and her 12-year-old son, Cardi. They were found in their home on Bernardino Avenue, near 9 Mile and 75. Medical examiner tells Fox 2 that both victims had their throats slashed, which was determined to be the cause of death. The victims are described as being both loving, quiet, and sweet. The family says this tragedy has shaken them to their core. They've set up a GoFundMe to help with burial and funeral expenses. They also say 12-year-old Cardi was just a sweet boy who enjoyed video games, anything a 12-year-old would do, spending time with the family. We spoke with Cardi's grandmother, who is also the mother of Linda Hill.
She never went out to party. Everything was done inside the house. So we just a close-knit family. That's it. Oh, that's the sweetest little boy I ever seen and known and raised. Yep, and I'm going to miss him dearly. Both of them.
They take this crime very seriously. This was a cowardly, heinous, vile crime, and the Hazel Park Police Department, the city of Hazel Park, we will not rest until justice is served in this case.
And that's indeed what they did at 8 o'clock today. As I mentioned, that's when a suspect was taken into custody. I did reach out to the victim's family here, and just to make sure that they were aware that an arrest was made. They told me they were. And when I asked if there's any known relationship between the suspect and the victims there, they just didn't want to comment at this time. They instead want to focus on the victims, rightfully so, now that an arrest has been made. In fact, they're planning to hold the vigil to honor their memories sometime tomorrow evening here in Hazel Park. Reporting live in Hazel Park, Dave Spencer on The Edge.
Yeah, and I know that grandmother spoke earlier to Fox 2, and when asked by Charlie Langton, hey.
Now, I know y'all are thinking what I'm thinking. Was this the boyfriend of the mom or what? But they said the family doesn't want to comment on it. But dude that's super diabolical. Now, they probably just caught him because they really didn't want to show his face like that. But that's super diabolical. I'm gonna keep an eye on that. I want to see if they actually are going to show his face or not. But now let's move on. Let's go over to Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A. So what's going on in Chick-fil-A? So 5-year-old boy walks himself to Chick-fil-A. So is it more to this story? Or is this a little fuzzy story? This might be a little fuzzy story, but let's take a look at it.
Restaurant without his parents.
Do you blame him? Fox's Randy Hildreth has the story from Jacksonville.
A 5-year-old wanders off from home and ends up in the back of a patrol car.
Are you going to get me in jail?
No, I'm not going to put you in jail.
This Jacksonville sheriff's officer, cheery, because this story, fortunately, has a happy ending. It all started when 5-year-old William left his home one morning.
Hello.
And walked down to a Chick-fil-A near his house for some breakfast.
Hey, buddy.
Oh, look at that. The staff at the restaurant gave him some food and called police when they tried to figure out where he came from.
You know where your house is, right, honey? It's right across the street, right over there.
Okay, cool.
William grabbed his stuff, and of course, the staff gave him a treat on the way out.
Look at that. Say thank you.
Then he showed the officers where he lived.
Hey, buddy, where's your house at?
We're wondering where did this child come from.
Is it right here?
None of these doors are open. None of these garages are open.
I don't live in a duck pond.
He told officers his house had a white fence.
That's where it is.
Right here?
Yeah.
But when officers got there, they couldn't get through the gate.
My initial thoughts were, I can't believe he came out of here. It's the most secure house on that block in reference to having a fence all the way around.
And his parents were shocked he got out too.
It's kind of scary actually because we didn't realize what was going on until after we came out.
Do you have any idea how he got out?
Now, yo, see how they're making this a little cute little story? Let this be a little black mama. She's the worst mom in the world. We're gonna call DHS. But he probably just snuck out of there. That ain't nothing. Glad he's okay. Have some Chick-fil-A, my man. Chick-fil-A, my man. But y'all know that kid is bad as hell. Talk about that's my house right there. He know where you live at and everything. They might as well let him drive the car. So let's go to the rumble in the Bronx. Let's see what's going on in the Bronx. So what's happening up in the Bronx? Super duper criminal style. So armed robber hit 5 Bronx businesses. So this armed robber from the Bronx, he hit 5 businesses. He went on a spree and not a shopping spree. You know what I mean?
Here in our borough, police are looking for this man you see on the screen, who they say robbed a different store at gunpoint every single week this month. News 12's Jody Juliana Powell breaks down how this man got away with thousands of dollars.
His stomach across the counter,
with a gun in one hand, reaching for the register with the other.
When he walks in, it was like he was calm, and it was like seemed like it was routine for him.
It's almost like it was. After this man robbed 5 separate stores in August. Crotona, Mount Eden, West Farms, and 2 different stores in
Damn, he
Fremont
went on a spree.
robbed. I spoke to one of the bodega workers hiding his face because the robber is still out there.
I told him, okay,
They ain't
relax.
catch
What do you
you
want?
yet.
He told me everything you have.
Doing this same act on August 4th at a deli on Tremont Avenue. 2 days later at a laundromat along Crotona Avenue. Another deli on August 13th on Tremont Avenue.
He say, give me the rest. I give him the rest. I have only the quarters and the rest, the quarters.
Demanding everything, down to the change in the register. In just over a week, he robbed people in 3 separate stores just blocks from each other. And he's
Damn.
not the only one. City data showing a rise in grand theft for this area compared to this same time last year. Then the robber went on to do it 2 more times. On the 21st at a deli on Jerome Avenue. And then most recently this past Monday, a
In the
deli
zone.
along Boston Road, which just celebrated their grand opening.
When he like pointed on his face, that's when I realized that we getting robbed.
That bodega worker thankful he survived after a gun was held to his head.
Money, nothing for this life.
No one was hurt in any of these robberies. Although in one store, the robber takes the entire register with the receipt printer still attached. In total, the thief stole more than $5,000 from stores across the Bronx. And he's still out there. From West Farms, Jody Juliana Powell, News 12, the Bronx.
Yeah, my man he's on a spree. He's on a robbing spree. That's what you call a robbing spree. He's just going door-to-door robberies. Ding dong Dixie robberies. You know how the kids knock on every door. He's just knocking on every door, robbing people. And that's in the Bronx. No mask or nothing. Does he want? I mean, looks like he wants to get caught, right? No ski mask, nothing. So let's go over to Jersey. Let's go over to Jersey City. So police and Fed agents arrest 18 people during morning raids in Jersey City. So let's see what's going on in Jersey City.
Border of Bayonne and Jersey City, for those who don't know the area. Several guns, they also were recovered at the scene. The mayor's office says that this morning's raid is part of an ongoing violent crime initiative with the U.S. Attorney's Office. Again, this happening in Greenville in Jersey City. I want to get to some breaking news right now in Jersey City. Police, the ATF, and federal agents teamed up to arrest 18 people during a morning raid. This is Citizen App video you're taking a look at as officers and agents in the Greenville neighborhood around 8 o'clock this morning. This is pretty much right on the border of Bayonne and Jersey City, for those who don't know the area. Several guns
out there. So it's not that much details on what they did. It's just saying people got arrested in Jersey. See, I thought it was going to be a little bit more details. But now where's Donald Trump going to send the troops to? You see what I did yesterday? Now, what I'm going to show on the screen, you're going to see this. You're going to see this a little bit more and more. Hold on, let me get this. I just seen something else pop up. Wheesh. Hold on. It's funny when you doing this, it's stuff happening while I'm doing it. It's new stuff happening. brand new criminals out there. Okay, so now before I show you this video, now this is 17-year-old faces weapons charges in adult court. So he's 17 and he's facing weapon charges in adult court. Now, the question is, do you think it's fair for them to come? So if a kid is a minor, do you think it's fair for the police to come after the parents? Or should they just lock the kids up as adults? Which one do y'all want? Do you want both? Do you want one of them? I'm not sure what they should do myself. I'm not. That's a question that's crazy because you might be a good old mom and dad, and your kid just is hanging with the wrong people, goes and rob a bank. Goes and rob. I said rob a bank. Goes and rob a bank or something like that, and they come lock good old mom and dad up. So I don't know about that.
17-year-old is spending his Labor Day in jail after a series of Instagram posts led to the filing of felony weapons charges. Thanks for joining us tonight at 5. I'm Cameron Riddle. Bob and Chelsea are off tonight. That case ended up in adult court. CBS 4's Jesse Wells shows us the lesson it sends to other kids.
The suspect was previously convicted of dangerous possession of a firearm in juvenile court. His second offense at just 17 years old led to new charges. Being filed here in adult court.
He got a rap
The
sheet.
case reflects a much larger problem. Holding a black handgun with a distinctive red grip. Starting in June, prosecutors claim a 17-year-old repeatedly posted pictures and videos posing with that weapon online. A detective with the Indiana Crime Guns Task Force spotted the post on Instagram in August. Last week, the suspect allegedly went live and swore he was going to commit violence in the city while again pointing the same gun at the camera. That same day, officers with IMPD, Beech Grove, and Westfield set up surveillance and made a
Go back.
drive and swore he was Instagram in August. Last week, the suspect allegedly went live and swore he was going to commit violence in the city while again pointing the same gun at the camera.
Yo, look at this fool, yo. Yo, y'all young dudes is fools. Look at this dude. Look at this fool right here. Point. You look 17. Like, my man, you don't look 45. You look 17. And you look like, remember the dude, remember the dude with the scarf, Antoine, the little sweet chuckle dude that was like, they broke in the building. You look just like the dude Antoine. Y'all know what I'm talking about. The video that went viral like back in the day on World Star, and the dude had the red scarf and he tried to break down the fire. They was in the building shooting. He looked just like the boy Antoine with a gun. Listen, you 17, you look 17. And you in there holding the gun and the camera. And the cop, now what I would like to know is, how did the cops find you on Instagram doing this? Did they probably going #gun. So listen, the cops probably find y'all little dumbass YNs. They probably go to #YN with gun and find y'all little dumb niggas. that is the question of the day. How did if I'm a cop and I'm on Instagram, how do I find these fools? Do I type in rappers? Listen, the cop is the cop was probably sitting home eating Chick-fil-A. We just did Chick-fil-A earlier. The cop was probably sitting home eating Chick-fil-A, and the cop went in 2 hashtags. He went in YN with guns, YNs and guns. He probably went into two or three hashtags to define y'all little dumb niggas. Look at this fool, yo. Now you're going to be charged as an adult. To me, if you're under 18, so let me give you my solution to this. Cases like this, I'm gonna be honest with you, right? Now, I'm gonna be super honest with you. Cases like this is why I'm actually doing this, right? Because I'm in Philly, and this is almost the main reason that I'm doing Hood Action News, for the little knuckleheads with guns and stuff like that, and then to try to give people a solution so they don't have to go to jail. You know what I mean? This dude is 17 years old. That's on the screen right there. 17 years old. They caught him with a bunch of guns, and he's going to be charged as an adult. To me, when you catch now, he's been caught with guns his whole juvenile life. So they looked at, this is not his first time. So if he got caught with these guns for the first time and he's 17, he may not go to like jail. Now, he's had guns the whole time up until 17. So that's why they're charging him as an adult. Now, to me, when you got these little gun crazy YNs out here, they should send them to the military. You should have to be locked into the military for, I'm gonna say 10 years. They should send them to you should have to lock in the military for 10 years. Because it's like you rather spend 10 years in jail and 10 years in the military. Because at 17, if you go in the military, you'll come out like 27. He'll be a grown-ass man, almost 30. And I'm pretty sure his mindset will change when they send you in the minefields in Afghanistan. But they should send these little because listen, when you go to the military, like, I get it. I'm a gun owner. When you go in a gun store, that's the only toy store that we have. Car dealerships, listen, when you a grown man, car dealerships and gun shops is the only toy store we got. You know what I'm saying? So car dealerships and gun shops. So I can't get it out. So car dealerships and gun shops, as a grown man, that's the only thing we really have, right? So I get it. Guns excite me too, but you got to get them legally. Because I'm going to be honest with you, right? When you go to the gun show, we have a gun show here in Pennsylvania, outside of Philly in one of the counties, we have a gun show, right? And when you go in there, every grown-ass man is like excited. It's a big toy store. So you can't tell me that grown men don't like guns. I get it, but you can't have them illegally, right? And then you can't be actually robbing people with them and shit. You know what I mean? But I get it. Like, what he's doing right there, I get it. You know what I mean? You got the laser on your joint. You excited. It's a toy to you. But unfortunately, you're 17 years old and you don't have a gun license and you're going to jail. Get the soap, my man. You're going to jail. Real rat. You're going to be zestfully clean and they're going to charge you as an adult. But if he's just been arrested with guns, and he didn't actually go pistol whip nobody with him. Now, this is not just him. I'm talking about in general. If you've been arrested with guns and you didn't really go pistol whip nobody and knock them upside the head, they should send you to the military for a 10-year slot. So every little YN that's under 18, when they catch them with guns, they should send you to the military for a 10-year slot, locked in. Now, when you're in the military that you can't get out. They'll throw you in the brig. The brig is the military jail. And the brig is like, I can't really tell you where the brig is. You don't want to go to the brig. But the brig is deep on the military base, somewhere where you're like, damn, where the hell am I at? Am I still in the United States? Let's just say that. They'll throw you in the brig, you know what I mean, if you don't complete that 10 years, which is the military jail. So I would, if you join the military, you could have all the guns you want. You gonna have to clean the guns. You gonna have to shoot them. You gonna be able to shoot them guns any way you want to shoot them in the military. You know what I mean? They're gonna teach you how to shoot the right way. You're gonna be a killing machine. So I think they should send them to the military. You know what I mean? Now, I got family. I never been to the military, but I wish I had went, because when I hear older dudes talk about it, I'm like, damn, man, I miss all that gunpowder action. That's that's all I think about is like, damn, I miss all that gunpowder action. You know what I mean? Every time, I'm gonna be honest with you, every time I go to the gun show, I'm like, damn, yo, I should have went to the military for at least 4 years. You know what I'm saying? Then went to college, because I graduated college. But I should have went to the military 100 first, because they would have paid for college. You know what I mean? But these YN with guns, they should send them to the military for a 10-year slot. And I think that'll work, because 17 to 27, it gives your brain time to grow. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully, hopefully he don't get out and be the military trap of the year. You know what I mean? But from 17, if instead of sending him to jail for just having illegal guns, send him for a mandatory 10-year slot in the army. You know what I mean? That way, your damn brain got time to grow, and you like guns. All right, we got shit that you can't even buy in the stores. You know what I mean? Like, that shit is exciting to me. If I was in the military, like, damn, you can't even buy this one. We got that G.I. Joe shit in here. You know what I mean? I would love that. I think he would love it too. Because listen, youngin' on the screen right there, he would definitely love going to the military and seeing all the guns that you got to work with in the military. Because look, he got the laser, he got the little 9mm with the laser. So when they show him that military grade shit, that shit's gonna be like a toy store to him. He's gonna be like, you know what I mean? That's why I said send him in the military, because these guns, you gotta realize, right? These little young bucks that are any man, right? Any man with testicles, right? That has guns, those guns excite you. When you crack open that box, it's just like the Christmas story. The Red Ryder BB gun. You'll shoot your eye out. You'll shoot. Like, yo, if you want to know why all of these young dudes have guns, just look at the Christmas story. Now, this is 100% a man thing. I'm gonna be honest with you. It's 100% a man thing. Guns just excite men. You know what I mean? That's why back in the day you had cowboy movies, all type of action movies with guns, big ass GI Joes, the size of a whole person with the GI Joe grip, socking people, all of that. You know what I mean? But guns excite men. What you do with those guns and whether you got them legally or not is what's going to have your ass in jail. But getting a gun legal, when you get that box, yo, you're excited as hell. Like, whoa, look at this. When you charge up the laser, because I got lasers on my shit too. When you charge up the laser, like, you like, damn, yo, and then you flick the light and all of that. That shit is exciting. I'm not gonna even lie to you, but you got to be of age and you got to get it legally. So let's call a spade with guns. Men, for the most part, if you a man, men like guns. That shit is exciting. When you get over 18, outside of video games, the only two toys you got is guns and cars. You know what I'm saying? Some people do collectibles and stuff like that, but super men, guns and cars. You know what I mean? Guns and cars. You know, some people had do hobbies and stuff like that. But absolutely, listen, my take for the day, you know, for the young dudes is do a 10-year slot in the military and send these young bucks to the military. This dude just had the guns. You know what I mean? Let's see if he did anything with the gun.
On Instagram in August. Last week, the suspect allegedly went live and swore he was going to commit violence in the city while again pointing the same gun at the camera. That same day, officers with IMPD, Beech Grove, and Westfield set up surveillance and made a traffic stop here along Sherman Drive, where 17-year-old LeBron Warren was arrested for dangerous
Yo, look this. Yo,
possession of a firearm as an adult.
How does he feel affirmed?
damn, yo, look.
LeBron Warren was arrested.
Yo, yeah, send him to the military, man. Yo, look at this little kid, yo. Look at this little kid, ass looking little kid. He's 17 years old. He got caught with a bunch of guns. Send him to the military for a 10-year slot. He'll come out 27. His damn brain will grow a little bit. He'll have some structure, and he could play with as many guns as he wants to in the military. You know what I'm saying? He might learn how to drive a truck. Might even learn how to drive a damn airplane if you go in the Air Force. But yo, send him to the military for a 10-year slot. You know what I mean? Because he looked like a little. This kid looked like he's in elementary school. You know what I mean? He's 17 years old. This little kid probably can't even grow a little bit of beard till he turned 30. You know what I mean? So I think like the military should intervene. Like, I don't know how they could work that out, but the military should intervene somehow. Oh, y'all like to play with guns? You come in the damn military. You know what I mean? But I think a lot of this is attached to hip hop and attached to the gangs. So you know what I mean? The military ain't sexy to these little young bucks. It's attached to a lot of gang activity, and they want to go do the gangs, but send them to the military for a 10-year slot instead of sending them to jail. If they didn't do nothing with the gun, if they didn't rob nobody, none of that, if they just got caught with a bunch of guns, because I did a case in the summertime where a kid like the same age, same little kid looking little young buck got caught with ghost guns. This kid printed out the ghost guns, assembled them, and sold the ghost guns. He definitely belong in the military because he know how to make the guns, assemble them, and sell them. 1,000% put him in the military. You know what I mean? He might even come up with something new. You know what I mean? So this is why this is pretty much why I do this hood action news and do this crime news. It's little young bucks like this. Yo, y'all need to have. It's no problem with liking the guns, but you need to find out how to get them legally. Wait till you are old enough to have one, and then you can have all the guns you want. I do legally. You know what I mean? Because when you go in a gun shop, that it's like, oh my God, it's like that's the gun shop is the biggest toy store in the world to me. You're like, damn, and then you get the damn gun, and then you like, damn, what kind of bullets I want? Wow. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is all legally if you're doing legal stuff with the gun. There's nothing wrong with actually liking guns, but you got to do it legally. But yeah, send them to the military for 10 years. This dude, this young buck, it looked like he's like 10. He's 17 years old. You know what I mean? Let's move on with some more news. But yeah, definitely try to send them to the military. I wish I could be a military jail recruiter. and cut deals. Like, listen, I wonder who does the job where they'll either send you to jail or send you to the military. Now, everybody ain't gonna make it, you know what I mean? But some of these young bucks might like it. They be like, damn, yo, I'm getting paid to carry these guns. Now, this is something diabolical that's coming up. I just realized that this is something super diabolical. Now, we went from YNs getting gun charges to something super diabolical. So it says body found in Ann. Damn, I thought I heard my car alarm. I'm in Philly. Because I gotta listen out for my car and everything. So body found in Prince County. That's all you gotta know. Body found in Prince County. So I'm gonna play the video. Let's just find out what happened in real time.
We start the news at 4 with breaking news. Prince George's County Police say a death investigation is underway after a woman's body was found. This comes as family and friends continue their search for 19-year-old Dakara Thompson. Thanks so much for joining us on WUSA 9 News and streaming us on WUSA 9 Plus. I'm Annie Yu. Dakara Thompson has been missing now for nearly 2 weeks, and tonight police are still searching for answers. Our Kelly Vaughn joining us live in Prince George's County with this new information. Kelly, what have we learned from police this afternoon?
Well, police just gave us this update about an hour ago. They tell us that a body was found with similar characteristics to Dakara Thompson, though they won't go as far to officially confirm that it is her just yet. Now, they say that Maryland police found the body in Anne Arundel County on Sunday. Maryland State Police say that they were called to the area. It's the eastbound of Route 50 in Annapolis. That's where they were called with reports of a disabled vehicle. They said when Maryland State Police arrived, they found a young woman who was lying unresponsive in the grass and confirmed that to be the body. Now, 19-year-old Dakara Thompson, she did first disappear 12 days ago. She was last seen on August 22nd. Surveillance video showed her parking her car facing the wrong direction in front of a fire hydrant on Jasmine Terrace and then walking towards Riggs Road. Her family has since been searching for her, posting missing persons flyers. Prince George's County Executive Aisha Braveboy says they are in touch with Dakara's family and they do know about this development.
She's someone's child, someone's baby. And so our heart goes out to her entire family. And we will, again, continue to work diligently to bring some resolution and information to her family as well as to the public.
Prince George's County Police say they had been working with Dakara's family. They've been searching through security footage, looking through cell phone information. At this point, Maryland State Police are going to handle the death investigation of the body that they found. They say there's going to be work to do the autopsy before they can officially confirm if this body was that of Dakara Thompson be the body. Lying unresponsive in the grass and
So listen.
State Police say that they were body. Now, 19-year-old Dakara Thompson.
Trying to find her picture.
She did first disappear in front of a fire hydrant on Jasmine Terrace.
Someone's child. So again, continue to work diligently to her
security footage, looking through cell phone information.
So listen. So I'm gonna close this down. So listen, that's an unfortunate situation. You know, you want to give condolences to her family. Now, for y'all young ladies out there, make sure you have a chaperone. I know sometimes you don't want to go out with all your girlfriends and packs, but I really think that's probably safer to go out in packs. You know what I mean? And don't stray from the pack, especially now. Look at my video yesterday. Las Vegas is dangerous for y'all to go by yourself. Like Las Vegas, you definitely want to go in packs of girls if you go to Las Vegas, because the grape rate is high in Las Vegas. You know what I'm saying? It was in like the top 2 for that category. So you got to watch your drinking and you got to watch your drugs out here, because you inebriated, and it's a lot of fools looking for you to be inebriated. So you definitely gotta it's unfortunate this young lady lost her life. Now this is alleged because they don't even know if the body is hers yet. But when you go out, have some type of male chaperone. I'm telling you, like, take a dude with you, take a couple dudes with you. You know what I'm saying? Or if you go out, it's probably better that you go out with at least three of your girlfriends or something like that. And I'm talking to the ladies. You know what I mean? Fellas, it's a little bit more, it's a lot different for you, because you going out with a bunch of dudes might get you locked up. So it's a little bit different for the fellas. But ladies, like, unfortunately, you are a target if you're by yourself, and if you inebriated, you're more of a target. Because a lot of these Jeepers Creeper dudes be looking for women that's inebriated and all type of stuff out here. There's a lot of weirdos out here. You know what I mean? Now, let me try to find this. I think I got one more case. Let me try to find this other case. But it's a lot of stuff going on out here that y'all do not want parts on what's going on out here. Now, this says woman arrested in connection with double murder in 2001. So let's see what she did and who she is. Is it a sister? I think this is the sister. So let me see what she did.
Woman is charged in a cold case murder dating back to 2021. Thanks for joining us at
Dang.
5. I'm Chelsea Helms.
And I'm Bob Donaldson. The suspect is accused of taking part in a double homicide 4 years ago. CBS 4's Jesse Wells explains how she was arrested.
The deadly shooting outside this apartment building was caught on camera and showed the 2 victims being ambushed and killed by 2 shooters. Court records show the woman arrested this week was not one of those shooters, but she is still charged with murder. Hiding in the dark just after midnight on the first day of March 2021, 2 killers waited for 21-year-old Ashanti Robinson and 23-year-old Patrice Jones to arrive at the Postbrook Apartments and shot both victims to death, devastating their 2 families forever.
We have to live the rest of our life without her. I just feel like a failure.
4 years have passed, and it doesn't matter if it's 4 days, 4 weeks, or in this case, 4 years. We have 2 grieving families here in our community who are looking for answers every day.
This week, 25-year-old Tadijah Davis was arrested for murder after the case was taken up by IMPD's Unsolved Homicide Cold Case Unit in February.
We see that grief.
She set them up.
The tremendous amount of heartache that puts on a family. Our detectives aren't going to stop. In this case,
So I'm going to go back. Let me put her on the
we
screen.
see the tremendous amount of heartache.
Case was taken up by IMPD's.
So little Khadijah on the screen. So little Khadijah on the screen right there. She set 2 other black females up to be shot. They pulled up at the apartment complex and 2 killers shot them. And she set it up. And now she's going to jail. Little Khadijah, get the soap ready. You're going to jail. Little Khadijah. But yeah, she set them up crazy. You know what I mean? She lined them up like dominoes.
Unsolved Homicide Cold Case Unit in February.
We see that grief. We see the tremendous amount of heartache that puts on a family. Our detectives aren't going to stop. And this case is a testament to that relentless pursuit.
According to court records, Davis gave conflicting statements and lied repeatedly over the years about her relationship to the pair of shooters, but she was seen on video driving the suspects to and from the scene and hung around to witness the killing firsthand.
It's just like the getaway driver in an armed robbery.
even the getaway driver can be charged.
Attorney Mario Masalamani isn't connected to the case, but says the murder charge against Davis for serving as the getaway driver could be designed to hold the two shooters accountable in court as well.
They wanted her help in testifying or helping get information against the people that actually did commit the crime.
Police have spoken to both suspected shooters over the years, but so far neither has ever been charged with the deadly crime. Finally, Davis is set to make her initial court hearing on Thursday. In the meantime, she's being held without bond pending trial.
Damn, so nobody. So two of them girls got shot and nobody's in jail yet. Jeez. That's crazy. So this has got to be good news for the parents. So that means nobody. They just got her. Now they're still trying to get the two shooters. So nobody's in jail yet. And this is from 2001. That's crazy. That's wild right there. But listen, make sure y'all are safe out there. And then if you got, if you're a mother and you got sons, or a mother and father with sons, and you got some bad sons that want to play with guns in these streets and all that, try to talk them into some military type time, because that's the only thing that's going to go hand in hand with them being in the streets with guns. They need to go to the military. You know what I mean? They might have a satiable appetite for guns or something like that. And if they do, they definitely want to go to the military. You know what I mean? Because you can have all the guns you want. And then, if you're a Marine, they're going to send you to do all the killing you want. You know what I mean? You're going to be a trained killer. Go to the military. We need you anyway. You know what I mean? So listen, this is your boy Post, and as always, it's hoodactionnews.com. I got my shades on today. You know what I'm saying? Show lights are kind of bright. The lights are getting bright out there, my man. You know what I mean? So make sure you like, share, subscribe to hoodactionnews.com. We got today, it was Young YNs in the Street with Guns Day. You know what I mean? But listen, peace and hair grease. Peace and a bottle of hair grease.